Looking for...
You!
Stentor?
Malacas! I'm here to help, idiot! Not after Megaris. Not after what you did. King Archidomos of Sparta sent me to aid you in securing the region. This is how much he trusts me. He put his faith in a fucking mercenary! The gods are punishing me with your presence.
If I was your punishment, you'd already be dead.
Why have the kings sent you?
Stentor, relax. I'm here as an ally to Sparta, and to you. We've worked together once. We can do it again.
Your help in Megaris might have secured the region for Sparta, but I lost more than I gained. I shouldn't have trusted you then, and why now?
What is the Spartan army doing in Viotia?
We sieged Athens, but Cleon took power and pushed us out. Taking Viotia will weaken his position. The wolf was gone. I was needed. I couldn't abandon my men.
I'm here on business. What's going on?
Everything is fine. The Viotian rebels are a problem, but nothing we can't handle.
You should thank the gods that I've come to help you.
The only reason you're still alive is that writ you carry. You're not an ally, just a weapon.
Then put me to work.
You're not up to the challenge.
Try me.
There are 4 Viotian champions fighting for the Athenians. Aristeos, Yanira, Nesea, and Dragon. Think you can kill them? I'd like to see you try.
I told you we could work this out. All right then. I'll find these champions and put an end to them.
I doubt it will be as easy as you think. But I'm relieved to see you can follow orders.
Where will I find these mighty Viotians?
I only know of 2. There are reports of Aristeos occupying the military fort of Gela. Nesea was last seen in the forest east of Thebes.
I thought the Viotians hated everyone. Why are they working with Athens?
They see both Sparta and Athens as enemies. But Athens got here first, and they agreed to a temporary alliance.
What's so great about these champions? They're just 4 people against the Spartan military.
Sparta has its army, and Viotia has its legends. And they're a symbol of what this place used to be.
The sooner I get this done, the sooner we take Viotia for Sparta.
Vamos, go!
This is it. Come on. There stalks the mighty hunter. Now.
One day I was greater than Odysseus.
There he is.
Come, little one. Face the mighty dragon. I'm on fire!
I need to talk to him. Ella. A camp. Gorgias must be nearby. He must be the one Pythagoras mentioned. The lair of the Sphinx. Impressive.
Oh my, Amistios.
What are you doing here?
My name is Gorgias, and I have spent my life researching the past of Viotia and the Peloponnese.
I'm looking for the other half of this amulet.
Ah, yes, I know of items like this. I was seeking a piece similar in size.
Where is it?
Unfortunately, my apprentice was the one tracking down its final location in Locris. He went to retrieve it, but never returned.
I will do everything I can to find your missing apprentice.
I appreciate the help, Mistios. I am very worried about my Pivos.
Where was your apprentice heading?
We heard rumors of a sighting near the tomb of Menikefs in Viotia.
What was Pybos looking for?
There was a cave discovered that might contain items of great significance. I sent him to validate the claims before I made the journey myself.
Don't worry. I'll find out what happened to Pybos. Onward! Yeah! He's over there. Come on, come on. This must be Pybos, or what's left of him. The creature that killed Pybos must have eaten the amulet. Pieces fit together perfectly. This must be the key. Come on! The statue! It's gone! It must only work at night. I should come back after dark. It must only work at night. I should come back after dark.
Another challenger. I hope you're more resilient than the last one.
By the gods! This statue came alive!
I am no statue, child. If you cannot comprehend what stands before you, how are you to entertain me?
What are you?
The Sphinx, the guardian of truth and knowledge.
Why are you here?
The gods sent me to protect something, and I've been its guardian ever since.
I came here for another reason.
Oh, then tell me, little one, why are you here?
You protect an object of great power. I have been asked to return it to where it belongs.
A most noble of causes. Sadly, I cannot grant your request.
There's too much at stake. I won't leave without it.
The power I guard is not for the weak-willed.
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of knowledge. If you can answer my questions wisely, you will have proven yourself worthy. This thing all things devour. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers. Gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stones to meal. Slays kings, ruins towns, and beats high mountains down.
Time.
I'm impressed. What is large yet never grows, has roots that cannot be seen, and is taller than trees.
A mountain.
How fascinating. At night they come without being fetched, and by day they are lost without being stolen.
The stars.
You're a wise one. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned and touch the symbols that reflect your choices.
Off we go now. Ella. Aristeos found you. Looks like I missed a fight. Potter?
Alexios, what are you doing here?
I came to kill him.
He wouldn't have been a challenge for you. But I'm glad our paths have crossed again.
I never thought I'd see you again. What have you been doing?
You made me realize in Megaris that I lost my honor long ago. There's no way to go back and make it up to you. But I can fulfill my promise to Stentor now.
This is the last place I expected to find you.
I left Stentor with the greatest responsibility a man could carry. I couldn't leave him to face it alone.
How thoughtful.
Killing these champions will weaken the Athenian hold on the region and destroy the rebels' morale.
You came all this way to help Stentor. Good. He needs it.
It's about time I started protecting those I care about.
You're right.
You've changed so much.
This is who I've always been. You just weren't there to see it.
I will never be able to change that. But I can do something now for someone who needs me. There are things Stentor must hear to succeed.
I wish you helped me back in Sparta. But Stentor does need your help now, even if he doesn't want to admit it. Stentor is as much your family as I am. You can still be there for him.
I will.
He may hate me, but I'm glad to have met him. In a way.
Goodbye, Alexios of Sparta.
Let's go. Come on. That's the Anira, the champion. Hold up.
So you've come to face me. That was a mistake.
You shouldn't have crossed me.
You're back.
The champions have been dealt with.
You should be dead.
You seem disappointed.
The gods are punishing me.
They're not punishing you. They're helping you. Why do you think I'm here?
The gods must hate me if our paths keep crossing.
From what I've seen, you needed a divine intervention.
I don't have time for this. Sparta must take this region now, while we have the chance.
Let's get this over with.
I couldn't agree more. The sooner I'm rid of you, the better.
A bad day for Athens! A glorious day for Sparta!
I need some help!
victory is ours!
If I hadn't been here, you'd never have survived.
My father would have ensured a more decisive victory. But he's not here. Oh, we have you to thank for that, if I recall.
Don't start.
Don't you dare tell me what to do. I am in command here.
You needed my help.
By the gods, how are you so arrogant? No wonder my father discarded you.
You know nothing about my family.
I know he threw you off of a cliff and chose me instead.
Oh, now who's being arrogant? You were an afterthought. You were second place.
We'll see about that.
What do you mean?
Now that we've driven the Athenians from the field, it's time I dealt with my true enemy.
Stentor, you...
Your job is done, mercenary. Now I will kill you for what you stole from me in Megaris.
Why are you doing this?
Because you marched into Megaris, ruined the fucking war, and murdered my father!
I did what I had to.
And so will I!
What could you possibly gain from killing me?
Justice, vengeance, peace! One would be enough, but all three is better!
You think vengeance will dull your pain? Trust me, it won't.
Here's the thing. I don't trust you.
You don't have to do this, Stentor.
Oh, but I do. There is nothing you can say to convince me otherwise.
This isn't what Nikolaos would have wanted.
Oh, you fucking know. Traitor.
I am not a traitor.
You betrayed Sparta. You betrayed your family. You killed my father and stole my chance at a normal life. You deserve nothing but the cold of my blade buried in your heart.
Killing each other will not heal the wounds of the past.
Pater.
Hello, Centaur.
I thought you were dead.
Not just yet.
He should pay for what he's done.
I've already paid. More than you could ever know.
I don't give a shit what you've been through.
Stentor, it's done.
I don't understand.
You both have a greater role to play. Become the leader I trained you to be. Lead the armies of Sparta and be victorious.
How?
You are an honorable man, a loyal son, and a great warrior. You will be a better commander than I ever was. You can do this.
I will, Father. I will make you proud.
You already have. That could have ended badly. Alexios, a shadow grows across Sparta. Be cautious when you return.
Mater and I will deal with it.
You found her?
Ruling Naxos.
Sounds like her. May the gods watch over you both.
There. Will be good to see Mater and Brasidas again.
Yeah!
Who are you?
Me? I'm no one. But you. You're even godlier than Brasidas said you'd be. It should be your statue between these trees.
Brasidas? What does he have to do with this?
Warrior, he said. Look for the mighty warrior with the broken spear. I added the godly bit.
Brasidas knows a warrior when he sees one. Word of my deeds will outlive any statue.
Of course. Your story should be sung from the mountaintops. In Arcadia, you are already a legend.
Where is Brasidas? I need to speak with him.
Of course you do. And the woman, you'd like to speak with her too, yes?
Wait.
She looks like you.
Tell me where they went.
I should. It's what Brasidas paid me for, after all.
Then why don't you?
He didn't pay enough.
I hope you're ready! Somebody get water! I'm on fucking fire! No! I'm on fucking fire!
Please, stop! My story will outlive any statue. Who says that?
Tell me where they are, or I'll cut that shit-eating grin off your shit-eating face!
He said you had a nasty temper. He wasn't wrong.
Tell me where my mother is, or I'll shove my spear so far down your throat, you'll be shitting iron at the gates of Hades!
Please, show mercy.
Speak!
They're on a hill, a cliff overlooking the Gare.
Brasidas didn't pay you enough? Who did? Tell me, or I'll wrap your guts around your neck and hang you from that tree.
The Archon. He's paying more for your head than Brasidas could afford in 2 lifetimes.
Tell me who the Archon is. I want a name.
Lagos. His name is Lagos. And he's the most powerful man in Arcadia. He who controls the grain, controls the world.
You threatened the wrong people, Malaka.
I don't threaten. I promise!
That bounty on you is pretty tempting.
Off we go. Come on. Yeah! Come on.
I want the Archon. Thank the gods you found us.
I got your message. I killed the messenger. He betrayed you, Brasidas.
These cultists Marini told me about. They knew you were coming and must have forced Lagos to place the bounty on your heads. Trusting anyone in Arcadia will be difficult now.
Which is why I say we put that Archon's head on a pike. Our message to the Puppet King in Sparta will be clear.
Let's find out more about what's going on in Arcadia. We should be able to solve this Lagos problem without too many beheadings.
Excellent. We need to handle this how you handled the monger in Corinthia.
I'll keep that in mind.
Whatever happens, we need Lagos alive. Arcadia is Sparta's breadbasket, and Lagos keeps it full.
That man is working for the cult of Cosmos, not Sparta.
Then we need to free him from their grasp.
What makes you think he wants to leave?
Bounties and threats aren't Lagos' style. He's a farmer, not a killer.
What do you have in mind, Brasidas?
Unlike your mother, I think we can handle this quietly. I'm going to begin by investigating a safe house he keeps. There might be some evidence there.
What do you think we should do?
I still say we send the Archon to Hades. Upsetting Sparta's breadbasket will send the false king searching for crumbs. The Archon is no longer the man you knew. The cult has him now.
Looks like I came just in time.
You certainly did. But it's time to make a decision.
Your strategy makes sense, Brasidas.
Thank you. I'm glad you agree.
You're letting sentimentality cloud your judgment.
Thousands of Spartans depend on Lagos for food and protection. His death would bring chaos. There's a farmhouse northeast of Tegea where he has a safe house. Meet me there before you do anything you'll regret.
And what if Brasidas' plan doesn't work?
The Archon hides like a coward in Fort Samikon. You can't miss that monstrosity. You could go after him now, but be careful. He's well defended.
Then we must weaken his defenses.
He's got barracks full of guards and silos full of grain. It would be a shame if any came to harm.
Where exactly are Lagos' guards stationed?
Some rest their heads at the barracks in Tegea. There's also a camp and a fort in Smuggler's Forest. Destroy his guards there, and his defenses will be weakened.
Tell me where to find the silos.
The Archon stores his wheat in Pan's cradle. Set the silos alight, and his livelihood will go up in smoke.
I'll go see what Lagos is up to.
Good luck, my lamb.
You don't understand. This isn't just about fire and wheat. This is personal.
I know you do what's right in your heart, but you have to put your family first, lamb.
Animals outnumber people 3 to 1 in Tegea. Better watch out for predators.
There has to be some proof around here. You came. Lagos still lives then?
What exactly is this place?
Lagos is a very public figure in Arcadia. This is where he handles his more private affairs.
Remind me, why are you covering for the man who wants me and my mother dead?
I've known Lagos a long time. He got supplies through to my lines when my soldiers were starving. For him to act so dishonorably is completely out of character.
What are you looking for?
If we can find out who's manipulating Lagos, there'll be no need for blood.
I thought Spartans drank blood for breakfast.
I've seen enough for 2 lifetimes. Still, I have hope.
You're getting soft, Brasidas.
When Leonidas died at the Hot Gates, we all came together against a common enemy. Athenians, Spartans, fighting side by side. What is it?
Someone's here.
Were you followed?
No.
Good. You have the letter from Lagos?
I do.
Our job is to deliver this to the Scorched Tree, near a golden field. Someone will meet us there and take it to the hideout.
A letter from Lagos? It could have the answers we need.
I'll follow them. You keep searching the house.
Sparta has missed you.
This had better be a joke.
I was brought here with Lagos' family. I thought we'd be killed.
Where are they?
Below ground, with many guards.
I need you to go tell my friend Brasidas I found them. He should be in an old farmhouse northeast of Tegea.
I'll do it. Thank the gods you came to help us.
What was that? That's bizarre. I guess it's nothing. Oh!
Wonder what's down here.
Release me! Thank you. My life was worth it. Who are you?
Alexios, Brasidas sent me.
Are we going home?
I have no idea. We've been trapped in this filthy cave for days, with no word from Lagos whatsoever.
You're free, but it's not safe to return to Lagos yet.
Are those scary men still with Peter?
Have you heard of the Cult of Cosmos?
Only in whispers. Ever since my husband found new business partners, they've stationed guards around our home. For our safety, he said. Then one day, those guards dragged us here.
They're making your pater do things he doesn't want to do. I'll find Lagos and release him from these scary men.
And what of us? I can't go back to that Reps. And now that these guards are dead, we're in danger.
For now, go to my friend Brasidas. He'll meet you at the safe house northeast of Tegea.
Where Lagos has his secret meetings.
Are you angry, Mater?
I am grateful you saved us. We'll go find Brasidas. Here.
I found the Archon.
What was that? I worry too much. What? Get away from me!
I knew you'd come find me sooner or later.
What tipped you off?
I know it was you who freed my family. They're safe thanks to you.
I did what I had to. Even with everyone in Arcadia trying to kill me.
The world is so chaotic now.
The cult made it that way.
We're living in divided times. Sparta against Athens. Old against new.
And you think the cultists aren't stoking the flames on both sides?
I've seen what they can do, what they're willing to do. I want what's best for Arcadia. I'll consider what you have to say.
It's not too late. Leave the cult of Cosmos and join Brasidas.
You consider me your ally today. How can I know you and Brasidas won't change your minds?
We can work together against our common enemy. You deserve better than to live under the threat of the cult.
You sound like Brasidas when he was your age. You give me hope. The cult gave me this. They said it was a sign of my devotion. Maybe you can use it against them.
I'm sure I could find a way.
Lift the bounty on you and Merini, and may you find success in your fight against the civil.
Thank you, Archon. We appreciate it.
You saved my family from the cult by yourself. You're courageous.
Why?
You've made an enemy of a king. Pausanias threatened my family with torture and death if I betrayed him.
Pausanias? Do you have proof?
Here. Evidence of his treachery.
Thank you. I'll see about this king of lies.
Ares has chosen me to lead the Spartans to glory. There can only be one.
War and wisdom. Does it please you, I wonder? Do you have my seals yet?
Of course I do. It was easy.
How could I have doubted your greatness? Nonetheless, I appreciate the work you've done. Would you be interested in another job?
I'm interested.
I'm impressed with your work.
Did you expect any less?
I had hoped, but hiring you was a gamble.
Most things in life are.
I am perhaps a bit more willing to gamble than my fellow generals would like.
If you take no risks, you win no wars.
Exactly. How is it a mercenary understands this when the greatest generals of Athens don't?
I'm not sure whether I should feel flattered or insulted.
The Spartans are trying to find our supply lines. We've caught several spies already. We cannot afford such a loss.
Not if you want to keep your troops alive, no.
I need you to kill more of their commanders. Leave their hoplites without leadership. They'll be scrambling.
Are you sure? Spartans are fierce warriors.
Warriors, yes. Thinkers, no. They react like wild animals. Put them in a situation that requires genuine thought, and they fall apart. Kill the commanders and bring me their seals. We'll see how the other generals react to that.
I'll get you your seals.
The sooner the better.
I know what I have to do. The bounty is lifted. Logos is alive.
See? I knew we could solve this without violence.
That cultist deserved to die.
Logos is no longer with the cult. I convinced him he's safer without them.
The cult of Cosmos would eat their own young if it served their needs.
Not Lagos. He was being blackmailed by King Pausanias. He had Lagos's family at knife point, and I have proof.
King Pausanias? We must return to Sparta to confront him.
You're right. We've done all we can. It's time to go to Sparta.
Yes, it's time we returned.
Very well. I'll take my leave of you, Alexios. I won't soon forget your good work here. It was good to see you again, Merini. Though we had our disagreements, I do hope you regain your house soon.
Arcadia is safe once more.
And the bounty is lifted. We are free to travel without fear.
Then let's continue our journey. Time for a ride. I'm here to face the kings.
Are you ready to take back our family's land?
Of course. But my purpose here is to bring down the cultist king.
You make your mother proud, Alexios. But are you sure you have enough proof to accuse him?
I'm sure.
I'll gather the F4s and meet you in the throne room.
Who are the F4s?
You don't remember? Then again, you were only a child. The 5 F4s are elected from the citizens of Sparta. They have power over even the kings. You need to convince them if you wish to save Sparta from the cult's control.
See you in the throne room.
What are we waiting for?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You summoned the F-Force?
You must have achieved some success to earn this adoring crowd.
I brought home a wreath for Sparta, though I had to enter the games and win it myself.
Very good. But what of our Pancration champion, Testicles?
There was an accident at sea before he could compete.
Games are hardly important. What about Viotia?
Stentor and I defeated the Athenian forces. You have nothing to worry about.
If you have nothing but good news to share, why did you call for the F-Force?
We were told serious charges would be brought.
Serious charges? Against whom?
You act as if you don't know. Against you, Pausanias. I have traveled Spartan lands and beyond, and found proof of Pausanias' betrayal. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos. These traitors are willing to kill hundreds, through thousands. I have all the proof you need, right here.
Proof? What proof?
So the rumors are true.
We never would have thought a king could be so dishonorable.
Honor belongs to history.
You deserve death for your crime.
How dare you threaten a king?
Pausanias, you are king no more. As of this day, you are exiled from Sparta.
Before Athena and Eris, I swear you'll regret this. Justice will be done.
You'll have your justice, puppet king!
Forgive us, my king. My son couldn't let him stay in power any longer.
Of course not. You've more than earned your citizenship. Sparta owes you thanks, and releases your home unto you.
Your home is returned.
Our home, lamb. Let us leave the court to its business. We'll talk outside. As for Pausanias, it would be wise to deal with him as soon as possible.
I will. He is a cultist after all.
When you've dealt with him, meet me at Leonidas' tomb. I must show you something important.
I'll find you there, Mater. King Pausanias is part of the cult of Cosmos. I'll have to kill him myself.
Εργάζονται λοιπόν παράσιτο. Ούτε εργασία, ούτε τροφή.
There's Pausanias. Malaka.
Yeah!
Your life is mine!
Well.
It's gone.
What's gone?
There was a skull here, a small rabbit skull, from your first hunt.
Why would someone take that?
There is only one person who would have taken it. Nikolaos.
Maybe seeing each other again made him think of this place. He did the same to me.
Seems I wasn't the only one yearning for home.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Brasidas, come in.
It's good to see the two of you back home.
It feels good to be here.
You're here instead of in training. What's wrong?
I'm heading to Pylos as soon as I can. I think you may want to come as well.
I'd be happy to return the favor. What's waiting for us in Pylos?
Glory. The Athenians are pushing the Spartans back even as we speak. It would be a devastating loss for Sparta, and I can't allow that to happen.
Sounds like you've lost confidence in Sparta's warriors.
They're as strong as they've ever been. But now they're facing a power they can't even imagine.
Do you mean Demos?
Yes, that's what the rumors say. A force of nature in the body of a mortal who can cut down any soldier in her path.
If Deimos is in Pylos, we have to stop her.
I'll wait for you at the ship, but be quick. Each moment we waste is another Spartan dead.
Cassandra is in Pylos. You have to bring her back, Alexios.
Bring her back?
We have our home again. We can be a family. It isn't too late.
I'll bring her back, no matter what.
This is serious, Alexios. We may not get another chance.
I understand. She must have seen the cultists for what they truly are by now.
It doesn't matter what you have to do. Bring back your sister. You must.
Nothing will stop me. I shouldn't keep Brasidas waiting.
Be safe, Alexios.
Ah, the mighty warrior with the broken spear. Maybe you'd like to join us in decimating those filthy Spartans' front lines.
I'll fight with you.
Ha! A true warrior. Let's bring those filthy Spartans to their knees.
Today Sparta will flee!
Send these Athenians to Hades!
The Eagle Bearer fights with us!
Our enemies will perish! We've got
Mercedes!
This fight is between you and me.
And it is one you cannot win.
If Brasidas dies, his blood is on your hands.
He's worse than every one of your friends!
Are you mad? We can still stop!
Enough! We will not stop!
I don't want to kill you, Cassandra! I will stop you!
My name is Remus!
If we continue, one of us will die.
Isn't that the point?
I found Mater.
Finally reunited, only to lose each other again! I don't know what you were thinking back there.
What? Trying to save you?
That's not what that was. I told you to stay out of my way. Yet here you are.
So, what? I'm a prisoner until I'm killed?
That's the plan. Or I could come in there and end you anytime I please. But before that, tell me what you know.
I thought your cultists told you everything. Sounds like you're on their side, but they're not on yours.
You think I'm just a puppet? Then prove it to me. Tell me why I'm on the wrong side. Convince me. I dare you.
What do you want to know?
Everything you claim to be true. But after this, I kill you. Why was I abandoned that night on the mountain?
Ask the people who want me dead, who treat you like a fucking god.
You dare insult the ones who didn't leave me to die?
They were the ones that sent you over that cliff!
I gave them victory! They would throw away their champion? Malaka.
They use you as their weapon. But as soon as you lose your edge, you're out.
Either way, where others saw a weakling, the cult saw something different.
The Pythia said you were going to bring Sparta to greatness or to its downfall. Waiting for the outcome was too big a risk.
A risk.
I heard you're unpredictable.
I call it being decisive. You weren't decisive that night. You, my family, let me go.
Let you go? You have no idea what happened on that mountain.
Then tell me.
No one told you that I tried to save you? I ran to catch you. I killed an elder. That ended my life too.
Always trying to play the hero. It wasn't enough then, and it isn't enough now.
I did everything I could. And I'm doing the same today.
It's too late. There's nothing you could say to make me feel like family.
Listen, after you and the Elder fell, they threw me off Mount Aegetos too. Pater let me go. It was his duty.
You were abandoned too.
Yes.
But we both survived. Against their wishes.
We did. We're alive.
Maybe it serves them right.
Themos, we've been searching for you, and you are here. In the gutter. I heard shouting.
It's nothing.
Leave. Now! This was not your action to take, girl.
I am not your puppet! And you are not my master.
Of course, champion. Any indiscretion I won't repeat. Keep in mind, you put yourself in the cell.
I don't recall doing that.
You have to understand. This is all for Athens, Alexios. Pericles would have impoverished the entire city. The people were living in squalor.
So you had him murdered?
You can't find the perfect yolk without breaking some of the quail's eggs. He wasn't right for us.
Killing your adversaries proves what kind of leader you are.
Oh, I'm just getting started. If only you'd be around to watch.
Come into the cell. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Let's see what happens.
Fortunately for me, there are other fires I need to extinguish. I have heard word of revolt.
Already? That was fast.
I have a plan. They can't revolt if they're dead.
I don't know how you can take on a band of rebels if you refuse to fight this one.
The act itself is out of my hands. The vote has been cast. What did I tell you? The people have given me their blessing. I use their power.
That's not democracy.
The people have chosen their destiny, Alexios. They've chosen me.
Fuck you, Cleon.
I'm not alone in this. The people of Athens have spoken without me lifting a finger. That is how you treat rebellion.
They don't know what they're agreeing to.
You helped me in Athens, even willingly. If only you were more like your sister now.
A pity.
The cult wins, Alexios. Now, I have to see about the boat heading to Mytilene. Its people are in for a rude awakening.
Time to... By the power of the gods, halt!
Good timing.
Interesting. Death may be the greatest of human blessings after all.
At least you tried.
Surely it's the thought that counts. Thank the gods you are alive, Alexios.
If those guards are not the last, I say we need to leave and do so quickly.
Wait, we need to talk about Cleon.
Socrates is on to that Malaka. We know what he is doing.
Be brief. His equipment, Varnavas. Come, Varnavas. Alexios, meet us at Pericles' residence. There we'll discuss all we know.
The steps to the Parthenon are long and built on corpses.